Okay, class is in session. On July 13, 2024, Donald Trump, a former president of the United States, survived an assassination attempt while speaking at a campaign rally near Butler, Pennsylvania.
And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
He was shot and wounded in the upper right ear by Thomas Matthew Crooks, a 20-year-old man from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Crooks, armed with an AR-15 style rifle, fired 8 rounds from a rooftop approximately 400 feet, 120 meters, from the stage. During the attack, Crooks took the life of an audience member and critically injured 2 others. The U.S. Secret Service's counter-sniper team responded by shooting and killing Crooks. In the aftermath, there has been significant scrutiny of the security arrangements, with criticisms directed at the Secret Service for not adequately securing the rooftop from which the shooter fired. Reports have confirmed that before the shooting, Crooks was spotted undergoing suspicious activity on the grounds of the event by both the public and law enforcement. Reports confirmed that law enforcement had communicated their suspicions to the event's tactical comms channel, but no further action was taken. Now, if you think that's strange, listen to this. Reports have confirmed that the counter-sniper unit, who should have been on the roof, was instructed to remain on the 2nd floor of the building, which Crooks stationed his assassination attempt. My question is, why would a tactical defense team be instructed to set up at lower ground, and what are the chances that they would be beneath the shooter? Now, let's look at the timeline briefly. 1 hour prior to the shooting, you have a suspicious individual walking with a rangefinder. Now, if you ask me, that person should have been located and confronted. This should be standard protocol. Officials confirmed that the snipers spotted Crooks on the roof of a building outside the security zone at 5:52 p.m. Fox News sources state that 10 minutes before Trump took the stage, the Secret Service supposedly upgraded their assessment of Crooks from suspicious to now a live threat. The assassination attempt took place at 6:12 p.m. 20 minutes later. So my question is, why was Trump permitted to go on stage, considering the apparent risk? And how was an individual able to set up an AR-15 style rifle on a roof about 400 feet from the stage without detection? My gut feeling is that a high-profile individual who had the ability to move things around like a chessboard wanted this to happen, otherwise action would have been taken. It appears that Crooks was a pawn in a very dirty game. Even to this day, the FBI have allegedly found no clear motive involving Crooks behind the attack. One thing we need to establish about this government is that a loss of life means nothing to them if they can achieve their agenda. And when everyone is looking left, they tend to be doing something on the right. Now, another valid question is, was this all staged or a legitimate attack? Was Trump aware that he was part of the cast? We don't know. But what we do know is that he took an incredibly iconic photo in front of the American flag. Now, we are all grown here, and we cannot continue to pretend that mass deception isn't real. You need to understand that these people are big thinkers. They're all about deception and the long game. Historically, as a people, we have been deceived time and time again. Let's quickly look at the JFK assassination. Lee Harvey Oswald was quickly arrested and labeled the lone gunman. Yet, footage shows JFK's head snapping back and to the left, suggesting multiple shooters, not one. Let's look at 9/11. The official story points to Al-Qaeda, but there are countless inconsistencies. Architects and engineers question how the towers could collapse at free-fall speed. Witnesses reported hearing explosions before the towers fell, suggesting controlled demolitions. The list goes on, but the bottom line is clear: we can't trust those in power. Now, with the recent assassination attempt on Donald Trump, the question is, who stands to gain from his death? Recent findings have confirmed links between the shooter, Crooks, and the notorious BlackRock investment management company. Austin Private Wealth, a financial services company, reportedly shorted 15 million shares of Donald Trump's stock through a put option on July 12, 2024. Interestingly, BlackRock and Vanguard are the largest shareholders in Austin Private Wealth. Additionally, Crooks appeared in one of BlackRock's television commercials, which is quite a coincidence. Now, for those unfamiliar with what a put option is, it's an investment strategy used by someone who anticipates a decline in a company's stock price. Thus, if Trump had died, his company's value would have plummeted, and those who purchased the put options could have made billions. Now, it seems to me that someone was really betting on that shot. Now, if Trump had lost his life, what do you think the ramifications would be? The outbreak of a civil war, or increased security measures, or even a lack of investment, thus impacting economic stability? One thing for sure is that while each major catastrophe or assassination attempt differs, it seems to take place when a country's political center is in a weakened state or on the cusp of change. Could all the above still come into play despite the fact he survived? Will he be the only one on the hit list? We are unsure. But we can all agree that something isn't adding up. There will be order out of this chaos, and I suspect new systems will be implemented. Now, I am not one to cling to the narrative. As the truth continues to unfold, I will be watching closely. One thing I know for sure is that when powerful interests are at stake, no measure is too extreme, whether it involves a loss of life or deceitful tactics to manipulate the public. These people who are in positions of power, some you may know and others you won't, have followed plans which are orchestrated years ahead of time. The things these individuals do behind the scenes are unimaginable to many, and it's a mistake to assume they wouldn't do something just because you wouldn't. They will, and they feel no remorse. So, stay vigilant, question everything, and remember Christ will return and shut this whole show down.